Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am your friendly neighborhood Pokeprof, and welcome back to Cactar vs. Pyramid Head. When we last left off, we had gotten a note from Dr. Zomboss himself, the final boss of Adventure Mode. And we're gonna go defeat him today. First off, we're mainly in a nighttime level. Being the final boss, the game wants you to be able to use pretty much every plant at your disposal, barring some of the, well, obviously water-based plants. So because of this, we actually do not, we actually have access to all of our mushrooms because, well, we can plant them at night. Yep, thank you for Crazy Dave. Oh, you know, Zwikas, tell us, please. And a pancreas. Oh, okay. So some guy in the world we know is weak to getting hit in a pancreas. He doesn't have those. Or if they are, they're probably old and moldy. Up, up, down, down, right, left, right. Wait, isn't that the Konami code? And then we see why he hates those guys. Where's the zombies? No zombies? There's zombies. Yeah, like every end level, this, well, is a, you know, rush mode. Oh dear. In which we got to fight a bunch of zombies that are being spawned. Now, there are multiple phases to this fight. In particular, the first major thing you're going to be wanting to do is, well, make sure you plant your plants accordingly. But Dr. Zomboss is this giant thing, as you can see. His main thing is he will go and start throwing just regular zombies at you, and then he'll go and upgrade upwards to the conehead zombies. You want to be very careful, and don't forget to use your ice shrooms should you need them. The game will populate your entire thing with ice shrooms and a bunch of the shrooms. But after so much, he will eventually go and drop his head down. This will allow him to, in this case, summon a fireball. That fireball will go and destroy anything it touches. Its weakness is the ice shroom. Always save at least one. Then after that, he'll go back into spawning zombies. The zombies will all be determined based on, you know, what part of the fight you're in. Since we've moved on from the first part, we're now fighting conehead zombies. Not conehead, excuse me, buckethead zombies. What the hell was I thinking? Don't be afraid to use your jalapenos if you feel like you're not going to be able to survive here. Oh, but you also want to use your jalapeno for that? But I will also point out, the only time you'll actually be able to hurt Dr. Zomboss is when he's bending down like that. Otherwise, he will be effectively immune to everything. You also summon Zombonis, so you want to be sure you are able to prepare for them. Let's go and get you guys. Unfortunately, we'll only be getting catapults here. Ooh, thank you for that. I also like to take this moment to note the fact that, oh crap, there's nothing I can do there. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Oh dear. Yeah, you want to basically save your melon pults for when you really need them. Oh crud. Come on, guys. You can do it. I'm gonna wait. Actually, no, I don't need to wait for the jalapeno. Alright. Ah, crap. See, this is the thing that can really screw you over if you're not paying attention. It's like, you gotta make sure you keep... Oh, crud. You gotta keep at least one of your plants available as far as making sure you're keeping the right plant that will counter what he's using. Oh, dear. Just realized he actually put the guys in there. Crud. And I have to save the ice room. Alright, so let's go ahead and use damage as possible. There we go. And of course, now I've used that up. Yeah, as you can see, this level can get really, really crazy, really, really fast. Unfortunately, those icicles also take out whatever you have as far as your cleaners up top as well. You want to be careful. Okay, gotta keep at least one of each, just to keep us safe. Start restocking best we can up here. And then everyone fire! Fire! Thankfully, the big fire and ice balls will not go and kill you if they've already gone through a line. And you always want to take advantage of the snow shrooms because they'll actually freeze him in place. Make it so much easier for you to actually just keep him there to just wail on. Unfortunately, I can't do anything to save you guys. Gotta get more melon pulps in here. Oh no. Thankfully, the melon pulps will, because of their AoE damage, will help you a heck of a lot here. You'll also be spamming kernels too. Alright, cool. Snow shroom. Or ice shroom. As you can see, we're actually getting more and more through him. Starting to show a little bit of damage on his body. Okay, start planting more flower pots. Okay, we can be a little bit more free with... Oh, crap! Yeah, he will eventually get to do that. He will just crush every and all plant in that area. Oh, dear. Alright. Alright, let's go ahead and... Forget if you guys are actually... No, you guys are flat out immune. Okay. Blow you up. Blow you up since we can risk it. Oh, I forgot about the little imp. We have a spare ice shroom, so let's go ahead and do that. Start refilling up our guys here. Yeah, let's just use that to get rid of you. Alright, Dr. Zomboss, what do you have this time? Fire, fire, fire! Freeze everything! Keep him there so we can do some nice damage. Alrighty then. He's smoking, he's hurting. I think we might just got this. Oh, he's taking our plots. But once you get... his pattern is actually pretty determinable from the beginning of the game. Beginning of the level, but once you actually get to a certain point, it becomes completely and total chaos. Alright, we should be good for now, though. We don't have anything to worry. Although if he does fire again, we're kind of boned. I don't have an ice shroom on me. Crap. Whatever lane this goes down is dead. Alright, Alright, I'm just gonna have to start rebuilding that lane as soon as I can. There. Start rebuilding. Build up as fast as we can. Get rid of some of our jalapenos to take you guys out. Alright, Zomboss. You doing fire again or ice this time? He likes to do fire a lot, I've noticed. Probably because out of all the things we're going to be getting in here, the ice room is just so much more effective than the jalapeno in just stopping him. And keep in mind, the jalapeno will defrost Zomboss. Oh, screw you, Zomboss. It will defrost him so where it will not be as effective, so you'll probably be getting a lot more jalapenos than anything else. Go ahead and use up the few jalapenos we've got. Fortunately, we're actually all out of melons over here. One of the strategy I will say you probably should keep a hold of as much melons as you physically can. We got enough ice rooms, let's freeze everything. We should be good. What are you doing this time, Zomboss? Fire again? Fire again. Thankfully, I've got a bunch this time. Oh, he's getting low. I heard an explosion there. Alright, guys, can you take this guy out without any issues? Also, I've got way too many plats. That would be a no. So in that case... Oh, use... There we go. Alright, we got a spare that we can throw off. Got another flower pot, we need you. Let's freeze everything, because we kind of need it at this point. The Zomboss is down again, what do you need for counters? Fire again. Good to know. Freeze everything. Will this be last run? Will we be able to kill him this time? Yes! And down goes the Zomboss. I'm sorry, I always consider it to be a little bit mean for them to do a rush with you getting the random plants against the boss. With that, we get a bunch of money and a little trophy. And we now have the achievement, Home Lawn Security! It's essentially the complete adventure mode. Okay, you win. No more eating brains for us. We just want to make music video with you now. Sincerely, the zombies. And you know what? Let's sit back and enjoy it. It's one of the things that made this game how popular it is today. Bounce, dance, go to the music.
1, 2, 3. There's a zombie on your lawn. There's a zombie on your lawn.
Here's a zombie on your lawn. We don't want zombies on our lawn.
I know your type, tall, dark, and dead. You wanna bite all the petals off of my head, and then eat the brains of the one who planted me here. No! I'm just a sunflower, but you need power and entire infantry. You like the taste of brains, we don't like zombies.
I used to play football.
I love how even the zombies join in the music.
Well, don't protect my head.
He's a zombie. Sorry, I'm just trying not to interrupt this. Oh, so that's how the fog came around. It's a damn machine.
Maybe it's time to reevaluate. I know you have a lot of food on your plate. Brains are quite rich in cholesterol. You're dead, so it doesn't matter. Instead, we'll use the solar power to make a lawn defense at any hour.
I like your tricycle. Dirt butter on my head. I'm gonna eat your brain. We are the undead.
There's a zombie on your lawn. There's a zombie on your lawn. There's a zombie on your lawn. We don't want zombies on our lawn.
And with that, my friends, that is actually the end of Plants vs. Zombies. At least the adventure mode. We still got a ton more to do. And actually, unlike with, what's its name? Crap, the other game. Really, Prof, you forget the game you just Let's Plays. Darksiders. Thank you, Prof. Ay, ay, ay. And I'm actually awake this time. I'm a little worried. But unlike that, we're actually going to go through and do a bunch of stuff. As a matter of fact, since the credits here are actually so short, this was a very small game, to be entirely honest. We now actually have more mini-games, puzzles, and survival modes being unlocked. And new items in Crazy Dave's shop. So I think before we finish off for the day, we're actually going to show some of those off. Not actually play them, mind you. We'll probably do that next time. But at the very least, I was wanting to show what we've got. We now got It's Raining Seeds, which is essentially just a bunch of mini games, seeds that drop from the sky, and we got to collect them, put them in, defend ourselves. Same kind of what we have before. And kind of like what we have with the puzzles, we got to unlock more of the mini games by completing some of the previous ones. So we'll see more in a bit. Some of the mini games can be really fun. Puzzle mode, essentially, really is just more continuation of what we have. You know, we still have more iZombies, but I believe if we had gone and played all of the mini games as much as we could, it would eventually just lock us out and saying you have to complete adventure mode before you can go and do more. So yeah, there's that. Survival mode. Survival mode is essentially just what it says on the tin. We are basically put in an instance where we have to last as long as possible. I believe for these first couple of survivals, it's a particular amount of waves that we have to go through. And then eventually we'll get an endless mode, where essentially you'll fight a never-ending horde of zombies. That's actually a pretty decent way to earn a little bit of money, as well as get some special things. We'll talk about that in just a second. And finally, if we go over to the shop, we get upgrades for some of our plants, as well as a brand new plant that we actually didn't have access to. I'll go over these plants next time, just to be honest, because I want to give them a little bit more attention, and I just can't do that right now. But the one thing I wanted to really go and point out was the fact that we now have Walnut First Aid. Essentially, this is the thing I was mentioning about where I felt like I could replace my walnuts, but I couldn't. It's actually an ability you unlock at the end of the game. Getting this is only $200, so it's fairly cheap in the game. It will go and allow us to basically replace our walnuts, tall nuts, and pumpkins with new ones. So you can literally place a new tall nut on a damaged one and we'll replace it, completely healing it. Not bad, all things considered. We now have access to also buy the marigold sprouts from a Crazy Dave here, and they'll act just like the regular sprouts that we currently have. But we can also now buy the mushroom garden for our Zen garden, which is where we can put mushroom plants. The aquarium for the plants of the water variety. Wheelbarrow, which allows us to transport plants between gardens. Since we don't have any of the mushrooms and other plants available, we can't do that just yet. Stinky the snail, who will go and pick up coins for us in our Zen garden. But the major thing I wanted to go was grab the Tree of Wisdom. Yes, I'm spending all my money on it. We'll be getting more in a bit. Yes, let's go visit the Tree of Wisdom. Now, the Tree of Wisdom is an interesting little bit of a plant. You can go and feed it, and it will continue to grow. And the more you go and give him food, the more information he will go give you. So he'll actually go and give you a couple of hints throughout the game, which, to be entirely honest, you should know already. And just a couple of really good. He'll actually even give you secret codes eventually. Just depends on how much you grow him. You want 2 columns of sunflowers. I'm dead serious here. Yeah, this is pretty much where I picked up my strategy when I first played this game. Snorkel zombies. I hate them. How do I deal? Walnuts on lily pads. That's how. And we got one more thing of food that we can give to him. Try topping future. Playing to experience zombies from the future. This is one of the codes I was actually mentioning. There's a bunch of them. I will be going over them next time. With all that said, we can actually also sell these guys. I've grown my marigolds here enough to where I can sell them. So actually, let's go ahead and sell the marigold for 3,000. I'll go ahead and sell them both so I get a little bit of my money back. And actually, let's go ahead and buy another marigold. We can actually go and get more plants, but we don't have access to that now. We'll see that in a little bit. So with that all said, folks, I'm going to go ahead and leave you off now. Let's go back and take care of my guy here. And I will see you all next time when we go into some of the expanded stuff of the minigames, puzzles, and survival mode of Plants vs. Zombies. And also see what happens if we go back into adventure mode. Until then, folks, take care.